at the same time to capture, which is impossible by the rules. Hence, the two eyes make a group alive. On the other hand, a group that cannot make two eyes anymore is called a dead group. The easiest way to live is by making a large territory, not by building eyes directly. When you have territory, you automatically gain very large eyes. Not every group is simply alive or simply dead. Sometimes the status can be ambiguous, depending on who plays next. We will now learn some basic shapes that can help determine such situations. Have a look at this shape. It looks like one long eye, and yet black can actually turn this shape into two eyes. Can you find the vital point? Now, we know that black can turn this shape into a living group. But what happens when white takes that point first? The answer is, black actually dies. No matter what black plays, they cannot create two eyes anymore. On the other hand, white can keep taking liberties away from the inside, eventually capturing the whole group. This situation is more similar than it looks. Again, it's not just one big eye. There is a vital point which allows black to create two eyes. Four spaces can also be bent in this way, and the same principle applies. All these shapes are good to remember. Here is an example of how four spaces aren't always good to have. You may recognize that wherever black plays, it will end up in a bent 3 shape, with white getting to play the next move. In other words, this shape is dead as is. There is no way black can still save it. This really is just one big eye. Use the straight 3, pyramid 4, and bent 4 that you've learned to keep black alive or prevent white from doing so. Back to ambiguous shapes. Which one is this similar to? Here, playing a move in the middle makes 4 eyes. Note that playing anywhere else will give white the opportunity to kill. In spirit of the previous shapes, when white takes the vital point, this shape reduces to 1 eye. Again, the reasoning is that black cannot play any moves to make 2 eyes, while white can play from inside to create a pyramid 4. This one looks different, but is almost the same as the previous one. Here, black has multiple ways to make the shape alive. On the other hand, white has 1 shot at killing this shape. If they play the vital point, we have the same situation as previously. Black dies with only 1 eye. Adding yet another space, we have yet another ambiguous shape. It's easy to see that black can create 2 eyes with another move. But when white plays inside at the vital point, black is helpless. There's not enough space to create 2 eyes. But white can create a bulky 5 shape inside. This is the largest big eye shape white can still kill. This shape of 6 is alive. You can see the way your spaces are arranged matters. Figuring out where black's 2 eyes are takes a bit of work. White has to play one of the symmetrical center points to try anything. But when black takes the opposite one, you have 2 options to create a second eye. In the corner, things are a bit different. Here, it is important to take the upper key point. Going through the same variation, black is short of liberties. This means the regular 6 in the corner is ambiguous. As black, you should add another move in order not to die. There is one more thing to know about life and death situations. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes two groups can be alive by virtue of not being able to kill one another. Here you see such a situation. If either player took another liberty away from the opponent, their own group would die. Instead, neither player should play another move. We say they are both alive in Seki. Try to use the capturing technique that you've learned to keep black alive or prevent white from doing so.